The best part of my life happened at that time. I had a blind date with a girl named Jane Cartwright. A girl called Ed, and he said, I want to get a blind date for a customer of ours. She said, well, we got a new girl in town. She's brand new. She's very nice, sweet. I think you'd like her. And she was on the cover of Life magazine this week. I said, oh, well, wait a minute, I'll take a look. One got to Life. And so I said, she'll do. I'll never forget how joyous a personality she was. Just plain joyous. And a very natural person and without affectation, which really impressed me. Well, I was 30, almost 30, and she was almost 20 when we met. So I got a good 10 years on her. It was so nice when we started dating, just being one block apart. Other girls I dated before I met Jane lived way out in the island, Babylon, Long Island, and you'd take them home. It'd take you 2 hours to get there. On our first date, we went to the rendezvous room at the St. Regis, which is a beautiful room.
That was impressive.
It still is today.
I thought he was rich. He lived at 2 Beekman Place. I was sure he was rich.
Wonderful place.
But I found out he was a pauper. No, he wasn't. He wasn't rich. Then he went out and he got a whole bag of diamonds. He had a friend in the diamond business, and he brought them up to my apartment and said, here, pick out one. We
were sitting in her little apartment in a bright golden chair. She was shocked to see all these diamonds because a friend of Ed's he ran a jewelry store, so he said, really knock her out by showing all these things. And sure enough, she picked the biggest one. Not the best one, but the biggest one.
And I picked the biggest one. It wasn't the best one, but it was the biggest one.
None of them were very big, but she took the biggest one. That's when I asked her to marry me, and that was a very momentous moment. Jane and I were married at the Church of the Covenant in Tudor City in 1949. We'd been dating for a year.
We had it in New York because all of his friends were in New York, and by that time, many of mine. But, you know, I had bridesmaids from home, and everybody came. We spent our wedding night at the Hampshire House.